Well, the brush with death was on October 23rd. I was in Detroit. We stayed at the Renaissance, my wife and I. We were down doing some PR, and my wife got up in the morning. She was, in the bathroom. She told me about it as, later. She said, I walked out of the bathroom. She said, your left arm shot up in the air and your left leg shot up in the air and you rolled out. I'm thinking, I don't remember any of this. I remember coming to, the paramedics are around me, and here they got this oxygen mask on my face and they're pouring the oxygen to me. They get me in the ambulance and I go over to Harper in Detroit. Um, they had me on an external pacemaker. I think they had kind of summarized what they thought was wrong, and they were monitoring me. They had this big screen, and three doctors are standing in front of the screen, and all of a sudden I get hit with it. It felt like they plugged me into the wall, and I holler out, it's like crazy pain, and my wife come over, what's the matter, Mark? And it's like they hit me again, and this pain was coming like from the middle of my back, and it just bent me backwards, and I was in this shaking fit. It was like seizure, brought on by the electrical current, and she's yelling to the top of her lungs to these doctors, "Hey, you're killing him!" She says, "Stop!" And this doctor comes in from the hallway. What's going on in here? And it's like, um, you know, as he came in, they hit me so hard. It's like I died. Bam, I was gone. I left this bone suit, and I was on the other side. I was happy. I was set free. I was debt free. And that relief that I experienced, I can only tell you that it is a great experience. You can't kill energy. The energy that makes us who we are, our spirit, is eternal. And when it goes to the other side, oh my God, it was like going home. It was like a homecoming. It was like, you know, I'm back with mom and dad. It was so wonderful, the experience. And I knew all things. I knew everything. I even had the reason for the Earth years, why we had to do time on Earth. I knew that over there, but I couldn't bring it back with me. It's some of the information is meant for over there, and you can't hold on to it here. I don't know why, but I do know that it would probably smoke most people's brains. Poof, little cloud of smoke. But on my second reentry, I died twice. On my second reentry into my bone suit, I call it a bone suit, this thing, I was shown that debt consciousness, DEBT, that's the dirtiest, filthiest, most obscene word known to man. Debt consciousness is the plague of mankind. We are moved by that dirty little word. We are harnessed. We are bridled. We are brought under submission by that dirty little word. And those who control the debt are some evil, evil beings. Not just financial debt. That is part of it for sure. But the debt of unfulfilled expectations of other people upon us, you can let your mind go on that. And there's all forms of debt that somehow you can just right down to the four-letter word. And the regret that we have within ourselves, we hold ourselves responsible for things that we wish we wouldn't have done. We cringe. It's so bad. Oh man, why did I do that? Or, we were in a state of mind or state of being that we just regret. And that is weight. And it's all compressed. And every little instance, every little time that we get in that situation where we have to endure some more debt, we'll forget about it, after a while, but it's there. It's accumulating. So here's where it starts, and then the more debt, the more debt, the more debt, the more debt. It's just pushing us down, and it's weight. It's lead, and it's pulling us down. And we are the only ones who can set ourselves free from it. It is the realization of what it is and its purpose. And I wish everybody could realize the purpose of debt. It's evil. It's evil. But love is the opposite of debt. And because you love yourself, you should love yourself enough to set yourself free and never compromise yourself again. When I get up in the morning, when I wake up, I put on the full armor of God and I say, Lord, show me where the debt is. I'm open to it. I want to see where it is, because in our memory, we've had these things occur that put us in this debt consciousness. And when we realize what it is, where it is, and we instantly go, oh, thank you. It's like it's taken bolt cutters to that anchor that has been a chain holding us down. We set ourselves free. And especially with regret, personally, I can speak from this position. To set yourself free, you got to let yourself off the hook. That's the most difficult. It's easier to set other people free than it is sometimes to set ourselves free, but it needs to be done, and we are the only ones that can do it personally, brother. I didn't go long enough to see a light, I've heard stories of other people say, oh, they saw the light. I didn't see any light. I just felt the love and the release, the relief that you get when all of that is gone. And that's why I still have just a little tangible memory of that experience of being debt free, and not because you got your bills paid, because you got your life insurance paid. Jesus set me free.